Okay, today's video is for the new 1,000 subscribers, hello to you all, who have joined my channel for the last 6 months due to all the magnetism that I've been doing. This video is especially for you because you don't know a lot about me except the magnetism. You've probably heard me talk about God on my videos. Everything that I've shown I saw in visions in 2014 for 3 weeks non-stop, day and night. Didn't sleep for 9 days. Basically I worked out how an electrical atom changes orbits, and it doesn't teleport. That's magical rubbish thinking. It has to move in some direction, some way, somehow. And I figured out that it was a double helix figure 8, and immediately when I thought of it, it opened a scroll in my head, and the key was a scroll which I contained, but then took it outside my head and drew it on a piece of paper. And then when I looked at it and understood what it was, it opened the scroll in my head, and out flew every single piece of information I'd ever seen, heard about, and stuff I'd never seen, which kind of then shows that it wasn't just my information, it was information I had no clue about. And it jumps out of my head like a TV screen, like a massive transparent TV screen that was purple around the edges. It was quite difficult to be walking around talking. So yeah, that's what happened to me. It's on my testimony video, a brief explanation, about 45 minutes worth of kind of what went on. So today's video is I'm going to show you proof of everything I've been drawing for the past 3 years. This isn't kind of something I just stumbled into. God has been guiding me through everything so that I gain an understanding of everything in the universe and how it works. I've seen suns, stars, atoms, plants, inorganic, organic, you name it. I know how it's made, I know how it's constructed, and I know how energy travels through it. And that's what all these videos have been about. So a lot of people have complained that this magnetism, where's it leading, Lee? You know, what about God? It's rubbish. It's not. The magnetism is the physically observable key that I have been drawing and been ridiculed for the past 3 years. So to me, it's all just fantastic, and God has proved himself faithful, that everything he showed me was from him. And the scripture that he took me to show that, yeah, God has already explained this power was Habakkuk 3:4, original Hebrew. Go to the original Hebrew. You'll get the closest English translation that you'll ever get without somebody playing around the words and turning the whole Bible into pretty lies. Yeah, Habakkuk 4 states, God is as the light, and from his hand horns protrude, and this is the hiding of his power. So he's as the light, so he's electricity and electromagnetism. He's got horns coming from his hand, which is what comes out of a magnet. And this is the hiding of his power because both electricity and electromagnetism are invisible. Okay, with all that said, energy and matter are separate. Energy attracts matter. Matter covers energy, and energy moves matter. Your body is a prime example. So now I'm going to put up a video. I'm going to show you a pile of pictures that I drew from day one, literally, showing the halo wave configuration. Then I'm going to show you it on two magnets, a large ring magnet, a ceramic magnet, and a very small rectangular neodymium magnet. And they connect. And they connect by vortex arrangement, because out of a magnet is horns. They're not attached to anything, they just wave around. They're like wires, and they're on the top and the bottom, and they join each other by going around the inertia line, and then they become the other side. So it's like the thunderbolt sign of anything from God clasping a thunderbolt with rays sticking out of each end. That's a magnet. That's the whole point of what God has shown us, and what mythology has written is because it's all true. So we're going to go through a pile of more pictures just to prove that I've been drawing this for 3 years, because it's been in my head for 3 years. I've lost several jobs now because I can't do anything except concentrate on this because it's so unbelievable. God has basically given a man the ability to prove him with absolute proof and evidence, and all you have to do is have faith that Habakkuk 3:4 in the Bible is true, and that's about it really. God has allowed me to prove him. So we're going to go through my pictures, then we're going to go through a couple of pictures of mythology and history, so that you will see that this shape is in Every civilization throughout all of time, right up until the devastation point where the whole world was been destroyed twice now. And all we have left is the remnants, which is what everything was trying to tell us. It's before, during, and after is what all these pictures are from all these civilizations, because this was happening in the sky, and it's going to happen again. There is a universal voltage drop because we are disconnected from God, and I've proven him. So I know we're disconnected from God when we ate the apple, which is on a magnet, and the pine cone, which is on a magnet, and I showed that in previous videos. So we ate an energy apple or an energy pine cone or any kind of shape like that looks like the pineal gland or a lily with all these pointed wave leaves. These are all to do with energy, electricity, and electromagnetism. And so we ate an energy apple and poof, we absorbed too much energy and popped the fuse that connected us to God. Or God said sin, poof, and off you go into the darkness, which is what will happen at the end of time. Yeah. So off we are off in the darkness now, and there's only so much energy in the universe, and because energy gets trapped in matter an infinitesimal amount, eventually everything will break down into dust and die. Everything, the whole universe, suns go out, everything. And the sun is going to go out. That's what Revelation Red Sun is all about, saying it will go red for 3 days, because the sun is electrical. It has an electrically driven heart, and it gives off electromagnetism, and here we all are. It's going to turn off, poof, and go red for 3 days. And that's when all the electromagnetic fields within our solar system are going to go bonkers. They're going to disappear, fluctuate, pop and snap. And so the Earth's going to rock like a shack and a drunken man in a storm. Oh, it's going to be devastation. And I've proven God, and I've shown his scripture, and I've proven with these photos that you're about to see that I've been doing this for 3 years and said nothing else except that God gave these to me in visions. And that I contain the small scroll that was eaten by Daniel and John and Ezekiel for a future generation to be opened by DNA code passage frequency, which is how it's been explained to me in my head. I just say, how did this happen, Lord? And boom, 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 out pops a movie and pictures. It's quite brilliant, really. And this is what's waiting for everybody. You will, when you meet God, suddenly know everything, because I was energized up. We're all losing energy. Our energy is based upon the EM field strength. And when the sun is losing its strength, that means our planet is losing its strength. And at birth, the moment of conception, a EM field beam runs through you, and you are connected to it. Those are the golden wires from mythology that get cut. It's the universal voltage drop that is affecting these EM fields. So when one stops working, somebody drops dead. Oh yes. Oh, it was a heart attack. Nope. Suddenly there was no energy and his heart stopped, because we are connected to the EM field, which we draw energy from. We eat food and drink water and breathe air, which is all energy, and we need it to keep this body going. 10,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, doesn't even matter the time scale. People didn't need as much food. The Bible tells of men that could run as fast as horses. So that to me tells me that the energy content of the planet was a lot higher to give men that kind of energy. There's all kinds of feats of strength and speed and ability in the Bible. It's because back then, everything and everyone was stronger due to more EM field strength. So eventually, because there's going to be a disconnect, a stutter and a start, which is why stars are exploding. It's starting to stutter already. There'll be a universal voltage crash and the sun's going to go red. And everyone's going to lose their effing minds. Why? Because your brain frequency strength will drop just like the EM field. And so people just lately have been having visions of people eating people and killing people for absolutely no reason in the future as the end approaches. And why? Because everyone will only have base instincts left. When Noah came out of the ark, God said, you can eat anything now, and all the animals are now afraid of you. Why would things be afraid of us? Because they have less intellect. So the animals' intelligence dropped as well, so that they feared every sound and every noise. More intelligence gives way to calm and peace, because you know everything and you know what's going to happen and you know how it's going to turn out. When you have no thinking abilities, you become base. And so people will only want It'll no longer be art and history and talk and music. It will be rape and pillage and take and keep. Must survive. The sun's gone out. It's cold. I need to survive. That will be people's base instincts. And that is why it's going to be so horrendous at the end. So, blimey, I've gone on. Here we go, showing the pictures and then the video confirming all I say. Okay, anything in red is part of the halo wave. I'm going to go through these very quickly because all of this is on video. And basically, go back and look through all my last 3 years' videos. This is all energy travel. It's the halo wave and it forms all them shapes. That's how clouds form when they break through an electrical barrier above. There's the Fibonacci double heart shape. There's me explaining the Ouroboros field and how it travels. That's smoke travel. This is water travel. So I've been drawing this for a long time. That's like the funnel area. That's it again, changing through the inertial plane. That's the how it flows, goes down, flattens out and goes around. There's a heart there. That's from way early. There it is again. That's another very old paper. Oh, November 2014. Another brilliant one. That's probably the nicest paper I ever wrote. There's more on there, but that is what's going on. That's the halo wave to prove the Lorentz force and show atom orbital law. This is through mythology and time, and that shape is everywhere. And so I have explained what all that is. And if you like Tesla, that's Tesla's fluid diode, which is the same as smoke travel. So that's the shape we're looking for. That's what I'm going to show is coming out of the top of a ring magnet. I'm going to show one side and show that there's no connection on one side, and on the other side will be the neodymium magnet on the edge. You're going to see more like the one in the middle actually. You're going to see 3 circles and 2 of them with a spiral in the center. And this is the vortex connection where 2 leaders have spun out in a vortex and grabbed hold of the top of the neodymium magnet's 2 leaders. And so they cross at the middle and form a vortex in the center there, which is normally like a little circle with a load of arms coming off it. So we're going to see that, but we're definitely going to see that shape in the middle, 3 circles, 2 of them are spinning. It's quite brilliant, really. So yeah, this is all of mythology, history and visions shown in one. Thanks very much. Let's have a look. Okay, this first part is showing the other side of the magnet. That neodymium magnet on the side
can't be seen.
Is not on this side. It's on the opposite side.
Field is not attached to anything except itself.
So that's all vortices in the centre there. You'll see them as they rotate round. They're all attached in the centre to a point.
Itself is vortices.
But it's not attached to that neodymium. No matter how high I lift it off, it doesn't go to it. See? Plenty of vortices though.
Helix, interlinked vortices that you can see crossing because it's just moving around it to illuminate it. But that is how it's constructed. Excellent. But there is nothing coming from that neodymium magnet. Let's turn that over. As you can see, it's obviously on one pole. So where is it attached? And how? Let's take a look. And that is attached to that. Right there. Cool. So that's the vortex attachment to the top of that ring magnet.
Okay, this is just a few minutes of me trying to figure out the height, the correct height to show the vortex, because it's only kind of showing up in one spot due to the state of my ferroplate. So yeah, next few minutes is you'll just see me lifting and lowering the ferroplate to try and capture that halo wave that you see above. Okay, well that's enough of that. Here we go with the halo wave being shown. So as we can see, vortices, double ones appear right there, one, and then there's one on the right of that. I just have to catch it, it will be coming up. But that upside down Fibonacci pattern is basically what's going on as the ring magnet revolves to the top now. See the three circles? So you've got the inner circle, which is comprised of the outer arc, and then two small circles at the bottom, little tornadoes, and that's the shape. Circle, circle, circle. So hang on. Now my turntable is slightly off kilter, which is why I can only get it in one spot. That's either the high spot or the low spot of the turntable turning around. So that's why I'm having a little difficulty catching it, is because it's on an angle. So I've got to figure out where the angle is so that I can show the two vortices, which then spin into the bottom neodymium. So there they are. But yeah, understand this wasn't easy because I'm not working with a flat surface, unfortunately. So yeah, God guiding me in all I do. Now I've just taken a screenshot at 16 minutes 50 approximately, and there we have our three circles and the connection point to the bottom, because the orange bits are where the magnetism has flung out and then seemingly created another picture. That's the fleur-de-lis. Do you recognize it? Kind of cool, eh? Back to the movie. Okay, this plays on for another 4 minutes. Sorry, no, another 2 minutes. But it can be plainly seen that there is a halo wave connection in the middle of those two magnets. One coming from that ring magnet, and the other one's coming from the neodymium. I'm just concentrating on the ring magnet because I only have to show one connection because all magnets are the same. So the other magnet is reaching out with another two pairs of arms, Fibonacci spiral arms, and interlinking while crossing arms as it goes across. So thanks very much. My name is Lee. I follow the Christ Jesus, and I knew this was there, and now you do. So please turn to God, look in the Bible, find out what Jesus did, and start emulating it, because he's coming soon, and the end is coming with him. So yeah, that's about it really. Thanks to all the new subscribers who've been watching. I've proven everything, but I started. I'm all about God, nothing more. This is energy travel. It's nothing to do with magnetism. There's no such thing as a magnet, because every atom in the universe conducts energy through it, which makes everything a magnet. So there you go. I deal with double helix and energy travel given to me in visions by God. Thanks a lot. Bye. Last thing, in about 30 seconds, I show 8 repeats of the best one, which is quite brilliant, really. So yeah, confirmation proof. Thanks a lot.